Countries the world over need entrepreneurs, men and women who are prepared to take risks. Where most people see obstacles, entrepreneurs see opportunity. And it's entrepreneurs of the kind reached by the Business Development Gateway who are going to drive economic growth here in Tanzania. In a nutshell, that's why DFID has supported the Business Development Gateway. It's a program that reaches across the whole of Tanzania through a number of regional networks to identify small businesses, give them seed capital, give them the mentoring and training they need to make success of their business.
Any intervention which enhances the capacity of an individual or group of individuals or communities are welcomed. And that is where I find BDG and the related activities coming in, complementing policies in place such as National Empowerment Policy, the National Public-Private Partnership Policy, and the others.
In TPSF, we had 3 projects, our sub-components. And one of them was the Business Development Gateway, which is exactly the program that has been so successful. This program was really going to the SMEs, to the informal sector, trying to offer training, trying to offer support so that they can excel or they can acquire new skills on how to run their business, so that in the end they become more productive, they become formal so that they can be registered, they can access loans to the bank. And the program, as we speak, was very successful.
The Business Development Gateway in Kiswahili is known as Fanikiwa Kibiashara. It's a program that has gone to several phases with the objective of improving entrepreneurship culture among small and medium enterprises in the country.
Reason why Danita has gone into it is that we wanted to reach out to the large number of SMEs in small and medium-sized companies in Tanzania. Recent survey shows that there are around 3 million small and medium-sized enterprises, and a lot of them are either informal, and the few that are formal, there's a huge group that is informal.
BDG is in a way one of the I think strategic approaches that has been able to play that catalytic role of unlocking, unleashing the entrepreneurship potential.
The Business Development Program has several components, among them business plan competition, business diagnostic program, and aftercare services. All these 3 components are supported by carefully designed and implemented training program equipped to help SMEs to acquire skills that they have never had before. As we know, businesses compete all the time, and therefore it's important that the program has always been a competitive participation. Businesses have to apply, they have to follow a certain clear-cut criteria, they have to go through training and tests and implementation and assessment, so that we make sure only those who are doing well, they will survive, because that's how the business survives, by competing. But also the program has utilized a network of partners who are across the country, including Association of Small Business, Chambers of Commerce, banks, and other stakeholders who are working with businesses across the country.
Business Diagnostic Program, BDP, is one of the components of BDG. The program targets at less developed and or informal businesses which have potential for growth and sustainability. It facilitates business self-awareness, self-diagnosis, and clear guidance on how to formalize and improve their businesses. The objective of the Business Diagnostic Program is to help enterprises to upgrade their operations and encourage them to formalize their businesses by identifying their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Thereafter, helping them develop their own capacities through provision of business diagnostic and series of practical trainings.
The objective of the business plan competition is to promote entrepreneurial culture and activities countrywide in order to contribute to increased employment and incomes. The competition is targeted at high potential entrepreneurs with a well-developed new business concept or innovation plan for an existing enterprise. The BPC entails a process of 4 phases cycle lasting approximately 8 months and ending with a high-profile grant awards ceremony.
The overall objective of the BDG aftercare services is to provide support to the BDG alumni so as to better understand their needs, exchange business information, and encourage business expansion and growth. The aftercare services unit does this by providing help and advice and access to basic business growth services, such as access to funding and information where appropriate. So the mechanism for delivering the aftercare services is through the network of business clubs in all 26 regions of Tanzania mainland and Zanzibar.
Yes, I am part of BDG Club and still a member of BDG Club, and I'm attending various meetings of the BDG members up to this moment. I find it so helpful because I meet with new people, we exchange ideas, and we exchange experience and different things, contacts, and a lot of things, and trainings.
I'm a member of BDG Club, and from last year, from the end of last year, I'm the chairman of the BDG Club of this northern region. Our objective is first to make all the members of our clubs to be live, and we expect to make some visit to all members of the club and to see them how they are doing their business and how they are using the aid from the BDG.
Yeah. Through BDG, we have been able to establish the BDG clubs. We have got the Iringa BDG club with more than, I think, 300 members who are now have got their own management and leadership. We think that this organ will facilitate the entrepreneurs to stand on their own and be able to forge the way forward for themselves through what they were taught through the BDG program, as well as through the cooperation with SIDO, as well as BDG PMU in Dar es Salaam.
So basically, Aftercare Services Unit is here to build and strengthen what has been established by the BDG program through the Business Diagnostic Program and the Business Plan Competition Program.
Training cuts across all the other 3 components. The first training course is on entrepreneurship development, including business development program concepts and the approach, business planning and the preparation of the action plan, SWOT analysis, and smart planning. The second training course is on marketing management, involving what is marketing, definition of a market, customer care, and pricing. The third training course is on production and procurement, including mobilization and organization of resources. The last but not least training is on finances.
Mafunzo yametusaidia kwa sababu sisi kama sisi tulikuweko nyumbani tu. Kwa maana hiyo mafunzo yamepata kututoa nyumbani tukajifungua tukajiajiri. Toka mwaka 2009 mpaka leo tunatoka tunakuja zetu kazini. Kwa maana hiyo tumejiajiri, tunaendesha familia zetu na sisi wenyewe inatusaidia. Sisi kama sisi tumejisajili, sisi tuna akaunti, tunaweka utendaji wetu wote wa kazi kwa mwaka mzima, na alafu tunaweka kumbukumbu za nini. Tunashukuru BDG kwa hilo, kwa kujua nini mwaka mzima tumepata faida au tumepata hasara.
And with the help of BDG, they just assisted us to learn how to keep the records and how to make some sales records and how to manage the business. So we are very happy with them, and we are grateful that we can make some records and we can use some ledger in making some final accounts, and we can make some records of our assets, and we are able at the moment to make some forecasting of sales, and we are able to interact with our customers so that we can make a big business. So we are expecting to buy about 2,500 beds, so that we can make a total of 10,000 beds.
So how I benefit with BDG, now I know how to start a business. I know how to make a plan. Like here in my workshop, before it was a hut with leaves, palm tree leaves, roof. Now here is empty. We are developing now, building a blocks with a tin roof by getting money from our shop.
Kabla sijapata haya mafunzo ya BDG, kwa kweli nilikuwa nyuma sana. Lakini kwa sasa hivi, kwanza kabla sijaanza mafunzo ya BDG, maendeleo yangu yalikuwa kama hivi, mnavyoona kwenye picha hii hapa. Nilikuwa nyuma sana. Lakini baada ya kupata mafunzo ya BDG, nimepata nguvu na power ya biashara yangu kujulikana kitaifa. Mbali na kitaifa, ningependa pia nitambulike kimataifa, sio kitaifa tu. Hivyo nawashukuru sana watu walioandaa haya mashindano ya BDG, kwa sababu yameniwezesha mimi kupata nguvu ya ziada, biashara yangu kuwa juu zaidi ya vile nilivyokuwa. Kwa sasa hivi baada ya biashara yangu kukua, nina wafanyakazi 4, wameongezeka 2. Wa kiume 1 ambaye ni msambazaji wa bidhaa na kutafuta masoko.
Previously, before receiving the training of the BDG, I have lack of keeping my record. I have lack of how to find the markets. But after getting the training for the BDG, I understand more how to keep my record and the importance of keeping our record for the poultry. And now I keeping everything in good manner. This is the record which we put in the computer, is the production of eggs for every day. So we keep it for the morning, we keep for the afternoon, and we keep for evening, and we make it the total. And here we make the program where there is a percentage of the production every day. So we know if they're going down or we are going up. So we keep it every month, we put it in the computer. So if the eggs now is, if the eggs is low, we want to know how and what's the reason which caused the production to be low. So if there's some diseases, we treat it.
Nilipopitia mafunzo ya BDG, imenifanya nimezidi kuongeza idadi ya wafanyakazi, kwa sababu nilikuwa nao 8, lakini sasa hivi imefikia 12. Na kitu kingine ambacho nimejifunza kupitia BDG, nilikuwa sijui jinsi ya kutunza mahesabu yangu, lakini sasa hivi naweza kutunza mahesabu yangu. Faida nyingine niliyojifunza kupitia BDG ni jinsi ya kutafuta masoko. Nilikuwa sijui jinsi gani ya kutafuta masoko, lakini kutokana na ule mpango wa BDG nilivyojifunza, sasa hivi najua jinsi ya kutafuta masoko na kushindana na wale washindani wangu wa kibiashara.
The success of BDG is a result of the strong partnerships that the project has developed. Partnerships with government, both at the centre, the Prime Minister's office, and at the regional and district levels. Partnerships with business associations, obviously TPSF hosting the programme, but also the Tanzania Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Agriculture and the Zanzibar equivalent. With SIDO a strong implementing partner that has the regional network that has allowed BDG really to go to the grassroots. And with financial institutions, because ultimately, while BDG is giving entrepreneurs seed capital, what needs to happen is for entrepreneurs to develop that relationship with local financial providers, local banks. So the partnership with NMB on the mainland and the People's Bank of Zanzibar on Zanzibar have been critical to the success of the program.
The participants are being able to formalize their business in getting a license, a bank account. Some have even created employment in the first year of support. And also some now are even doing business with other businesses across the country or beyond the borders within the region, East Africa or Africa region.
The BDG clubs, where entrepreneurs themselves at grassroots are used to meet, share experiences, exchange information, are among new innovative features of implementation of this project, and which cement on the sustainability and the ownership, and which differentiate from those who have been supported from the BDG to non-supported to BDG. And I think these elements has to be continued.
BDG has been a very interesting tool to reach out to the SMEs, which for Danida is very interesting, also compared with other interventions on more macro level addressing legislative framework.
Why do we support BDG? Well, I think the value from BDG is that it really recognizes individual entrepreneurs and it puts them on a pedestal. It recognizes their contribution to the communities within which they live and to the wider economy.
The program of Business Development Gateway has been a very useful tool to our regions because it has enhanced their business development. And through this program, a lot of business entrepreneurs have benefited out of this program. And we think this kind of program, if properly enhanced, it will improve the business environment of our people in the region.
The BDG is a program which we have had here in Zanzibar Chamber of Commerce for quite some time. We are supporters of this program because it helps the private sector in terms of facilitating us to develop the lower echelons of the private sector, especially these people we call entrepreneurs and people who have not as yet had formal initiation into the business sector. BDG helps to train them, to educate them, and finally to formalize them, to start them off as hopefully successful businesses in Zanzibar. Zanzibar is a place of many small, poor entrepreneurs, and the BDG works with this, and we think it's a big input in terms of trying to raise the level of business activity here in Zanzibar.
One of the important next steps for BDG is to transform from being a project to being a program that has an institution behind it that can look to embed some of the innovative ways of working that have been piloted under the project and actually establish itself as an ongoing part of Tanzania's support to small businesses and entrepreneurs.
Now, as TPSF, we feel that we still need this kind of a program. But to make it sustainable, we wanted to turn this program into an institution of its own, an independent institution which will be owned by multi-stakeholders like the government, the academia, the TPSF themselves, and the support of the donors. This organization is called the Tanzania Entrepreneurship and Competitiveness Center. It will take over the functions of the intervention that we did under the BDG program, so that we can make it a long-term sustainability of the programs.
Since the project is coming to an end, and we think that by having an institution in place is more advantageous than a project, as beneficiaries will own this institution, will man this institution, and will man it in a broader way, will do more activities. Therefore, we think forming of tech is more desirable and more advantageous than implementing a project.
Now in the sustainable phase, or in the phase whereby the program is trying to also reach many more SMEs, it's been important to work with a triple helix model. The government, the private sector, and academia have come together to take this initiative forward. But as I said earlier, there are more than 3 million SMEs, only 8,000 have been supported, thousands, million more needed to be supported. And the resources are limited. So in order to reach more, it is important all the people want to, all stakeholders, organizations that want to support business in this country, come together around Tanzania Entrepreneurship and Competitiveness Center to pull their resources together so that in a very quick and short time, we can reach a wider impact across the country.
In the discussions about the next phase of BDG, quite a lot of emphasis has been placed on focusing on innovative small business. Many small businesses are copycats. They look around and they find other businesses that are doing well, and they look to move into the same space. What Tanzania needs is entrepreneurs who help find innovative market opportunities, who bring either innovative techniques or innovative services to existing markets and help thereby improve the whole competitiveness of the Tanzanian economy. So I think the focus in the next phase of BDG should be around innovation.
To share information, exchange experiences of order of the day. Therefore, I think these are the innovative features which, if really we need to be competitive, we have to exchange the information we have, which at the end of the day will improve goods and services produced, and will make us to be able to interact with other individuals who are producing the same but using different technologies.
Our people need to be competitive, and the program of the BDG, if it moves to competitiveness and effectiveness, it will enhance their knowledge to produce products to that level, which shall meet the requirements of the people in the country, and also will open up the market demand of the people outside the country. And the people where we want our members, or the Tanzanians, to be competitive enough to be able to cope with the world.
There is definitely a need for institutions in Tanzania that work dedicated to improve the innovation and the capacity of the Tanzanian SMEs, to improve the competitiveness of Tanzanian SMEs. So in that perspective, tech is very welcome.
The private sector in Tanzania still need knowledge, they still need skills, and this program will offer, the tech will offer those skills in a more systematic approach, which we call them innovation and a competitiveness approach.
Mwangaza wa njia za